God has an urgent message for you today. Those people who dismissed your love, ignored your kindness, and took your time for granted are now filled with regret. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a divine revelation about the justice unfolding in your life right now. The ones who walked away from your genuine heart are looking back, wishing they could return to the warmth of your presence. This message arrives at this perfect moment to heal the wounds of rejection and restore your confidence. Your patience hasn't been overlooked by God, and now those who undervalued you are beginning to understand exactly what they lost. As you hear these words, know that God sees every tear you've shed over being underappreciated. It's natural to feel hurt when your love and efforts weren't valued properly. But this divine message reveals that the tables are now turning in your favor. You're receiving this because all your patience, kindness, and love weren't wasted. They were building something powerful in the spiritual realm. Those who carelessly dismissed what you offered are beginning to feel the emptiness where your love once stood. This revelation serves two purposes: healing for your wounded heart and a powerful lesson for them. Even when the path felt lonely, trust that this moment of recognition was always part of God's plan to restore what was stolen from you. As these people face their regrets about losing you, take time to notice how your absence has finally revealed your true value to them. Just like a mirror reflects our true image, their current longing is reflecting back the poor treatment they showed you. It's like a garden whose beauty is only fully appreciated once it withers away. Now that your nurturing presence is gone, they see clearly what they had. Hold on to your dignity and newly reinforced self-worth, but release any lingering bitterness or need for their validation. Their regret isn't something you created or manipulated. It's the natural consequence of their choices. This divine revelation isn't meant to make you vengeful, but to transform your pain into vindication. God is showing you that your worth was never defined by their inability to see it, and their awakening proves what you knew all along. You were always valuable. The regret these people feel is more than just an emotional response. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey. Finding peace in knowing your worth is finally being recognized allows you to release old wounds. There's a divine plan working through these relationship challenges, orchestrating both your growth and their awakening. Their sudden regret isn't random. It's evidence of your spiritual elevation and true value being revealed. When thoughts of these relationships become overwhelming, reach out in prayer for clarity and peace. God is always here to reinforce your worth, confirm your path, and protect your heart from reopened wounds. In your prayers, you'll find the strength to receive this revelation without needing to re-engage with those who hurt you. This isn't about reconciliation, unless God clearly guides you there. It's about spiritual closure that confirms your internal knowing all along. You don't need their acknowledgement to validate what God has already confirmed within you. You are always deserving of better treatment. As we explore this divine revelation about your relationships, I'd like to offer continued spiritual guidance for your journey ahead. If these messages of divine justice and validation resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual insights. Each message is divinely timed to arrive exactly when you need this confirmation and support. Pay attention to the signs showing their regret about losing you. These aren't just ordinary behaviors. They're divine confirmations of your value finally being recognized. As you move through your days, you might notice them suddenly reaching out after long silences, changing their behavior around mutual friends, or sending indirect messages that hint at missing you. Watch for them speaking highly of you to others, attempting to reconnect through social media, or making excuses to be where you are. These aren't coincidences. They're manifestations of their wish to turn back time. Trust your gut feelings about the authenticity of their regret. That quiet voice inside that evaluates their sincerity is your connection to divine wisdom. When someone's actions match their words of remorse, when their efforts are consistent rather than convenient, when they respect your boundaries while expressing regret. That's how you discern true remorse from manipulation. Divine wisdom helps you recognize the difference between genuine realization and temporary loneliness. Notice these patterns, acknowledge them without getting pulled back in, and let them confirm what you already know about your worth. Remember, you're not facing this period of others' regret alone. God is with you, surrounding you with protection as they awaken to what they lost. Around you stands a shield of divine energy, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to maintain your boundaries as these people potentially return to your life. This revelation of their regret is divinely timed for your healing, not for their comfort or absolution. Feel thankful for this divine arrangement, for it shows how deeply your emotional well-being matters to God. Each message, call or encounter that confirms their regret brings you closer to complete inner validation. The universe ensures you receive the recognition you deserved all along, but couldn't receive from those who were spiritually unprepared to value you. Now that you've grown stronger, this confirmation comes not to pull you backward, but to propel you forward with confidence in your inherent worth. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your relationship situation right now. When you notice their regret surfacing at this specific moment in your journey, recognize the perfect orchestration at work. Their realization didn't come when you were still vulnerable to being hurt again. It came after you'd already begun to rebuild your strength. These moments show you're connected to a greater plan, living in harmony with divine justice, even through painful relationship lessons. As signs of their regret become more evident, let them build your trust in spiritual timing. Each confirmation shows you were never forgotten in your suffering. Pay attention to the exquisite timing of their awakening and appreciate how it serves your highest good. This isn't random emotional fluctuation, it's part of a divine revelation created just for your validation. Keep your heart focused on the perfection of this timing rather than on their belated recognition. Just as you receive this divine confirmation of your worth, your support helps us continue sharing similar messages with others who feel undervalued and unseen. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these validating truths to reach those still waiting for divine justice in their relationships, creating a ripple of healing for hearts that have given much but received little in return. As you witness their regret unfolding, believe that this revelation catalyzes powerful transformation within you. Just like a phoenix rising gloriously from ashes, your spirit emerges stronger from the remnants of underappreciation. God arranges these awakening moments perfectly, not primarily for their learning, but for your elevation. Focus on how this confirmation propels your spiritual journey forward, rather than dwelling on their remorse. When you notice their regret without being consumed by it, wonderful revelations begin inside you. The final pieces of self-doubt fall away as you see concrete proof that your value never depended on their perception. Things you questioned about yourself clear up completely as their regret confirms what God always knew. You were giving from a place of authentic love that they weren't ready to receive. Every moment you spend absorbing this divine confirmation brings you closer to unshakable confidence in your worth. Stay centered in your truth, because this revelation isn't about vengeance, but vindication. God showing you that your heart's value was real, even when it wasn't properly received. As you navigate this season of others' regret, make it a daily habit to say, "My value remains unchanged by others' perception of me." Speak these words with complete conviction each morning. This simple practice builds a spiritual shield around yourself, worth that others' opinions, past or present, cannot penetrate. When their sudden attention triggers old doubts, or when their apologies seem tempting, Pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and reconnect with the unchanging worth God placed within you. Trust that this revelation of their regret is confirming what was always true, not creating new truth. Begin each day thanking God for showing you your value, even when others couldn't see it. When you fill your thoughts with this divine understanding, you create space for relationships that honor your worth from the beginning. Align your heart with divine truth, knowing that your value never depends on human validation. Your unshakable self-worth is the key that unlocks freedom from the cycle of seeking approval from those who cannot truly see you. During this time of revelation, you're not just receiving validation personally, but also becoming someone who can help others feeling undervalued and dismissed. This experience offers you a chance to show God's restorative justice in action. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your boundaries while sharing hope with those still waiting for their validation. As you process these confirmations of your worth, remember to reach out to those around you who might be suffering silently in relationships where they're underappreciated. Your story can inspire and encourage others who question their value because of how they've been treated. Use your experience to bring light to someone else's confusion about their worth. Embrace each interaction as a chance to model healthy self-value, showing others how to recognize their worth independent of others' treatment. In this journey, we heal stronger together, supporting each other through wisdom and compassion, creating a community that refuses to measure personal value through the inconsistent mirror of others' appreciation. As you witness the regret of those who undervalued you, understand the perfect balance God creates between divine justice and forgiveness. Their awakening to your worth serves as both a consequence of their actions and an opportunity for their growth. There's spiritual freedom in releasing any need to see them suffer further. Their regret itself is the natural outcome of their choices. Find peace in knowing that divine justice works perfectly without your involvement or orchestration. Their realization is happening in divine timing without you needing to engineer it or even witness it directly. The power of forgiveness now becomes available not for their absolution, but for your complete liberation. When you forgive, you don't erase what happened or invite the same treatment again. You release its power to define your worth or happiness. God's justice has already begun working through their regret, and your forgiveness completes your healing. This forgiveness isn't about reconciliation unless divinely guided. It's about freeing yourself from carrying the weight of waiting for them to recognize what they lost. In closing, as we face this powerful revelation about those who now regret losing you, move forward with renewed confidence in your unchanging worth. Be ready to receive divine validation that extends far beyond human recognition. Acknowledge the strength and wisdom you've gained through the experience of being undervalued. These gifts remain yours, regardless of others' belated realizations. Trust in divine timing that reveals truth when it serves your highest good. You are on a path to complete inner freedom, surrounded by divine love that never fails to see your true value. Keep affirming, "My value remains unchanged by others' perception of me." If this message has validated your experience and strengthened your sense of worth, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine insights. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a message of validation meant for you. When you share this video, you help others still questioning their value because of how they've been treated. Each person who receives this message through you joins a community healing from underappreciation. Dear Lord, please give us wisdom to recognize our unchanging worth and the strength to maintain healthy boundaries in all our relationships. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you process others' belated recognition of your value, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine messages with others, struggling to see their worth beyond others' treatment. Please share in the comments what relationship topics or divine messages about self-worth you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance you need most on your journey to unshakable confidence in your value.